Welcome back, everybody, to IxSHE Tell, where we're taking a bath.
Because much like Arby's, we have the meats. Well, the meats smell, anyway.
Or much like an Arby's employee, we have the meat smell.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Or a short order cook in literally any restaurant.
Yeah. I hadn't noticed it when I was in Yasumasu's room, but a distinct smell of grilled meat continues to cling to me from head to toe. I ate so much at the barbecue that the smell alone seems to give me heartburn.
What, you mean you didn't have little shot glasses of Pepto-Bismol on the side? In that sense, I suppose it wouldn't be too bad to sleep in Kozuka's fragrance for tonight.
After giving my hair a good wash, I finally feel refreshed.
Ah. Huh?
The underclassmen from earlier said everyone else had already taken their baths.
Yes. No. Huh? The last one.
Got it right the third time.
Yes.
What the?
Koshimizu? What are you doing in here? Oh, sorry, I actually didn't blink at all. Yes, and that's the problem. Hello.
She's in a swimsuit, and I can't stop myself from staring.
He was staring so hard he got hung up on the line.
My eyes wander from her cleavage, which is right there, barely able to be contained by her bikini top, to the hourglass shape of her hips, which might come later, all the way down to the perfectly plump softness of her thighs.
Okay, well, that last line made her sound like a turkey.
A really tasty turkey.
Mmm.
It's a sight I don't often get to see. And what a sight it is.
I knew they were big, but god damn. Wait, this is not the time to be admiring her tits. This is the perfect time to be admiring her tits. This is the boys' bath. You know that, right? Oh, well, that changes things. That does not answer my question. I mean, I won't complain about getting to see this eye candy, but still. Now there are two of them. Every time.
Every time. I think, I'll be honest, I love how she 100% lives her gimmick.
It's amazing. I love it. What is going on?
I was wanting to peep on their bath. I didn't sign up to be peeped on.
It's fair. Not that this is anywhere near as bad as that. Are you really surprised?
Probably the same reason you are.
Yes, squish squish.
Looking at me half incredulously, she grabs a hold of my cheeks and twists.
Which ones?
Ow.
Ow! You're too close, and let me explain. It feels heavenly, but goddamn, this is way too dangerous for her to be touching me like this in the bath.
Every time she moves her arm, it pushes up against her breast, gently squeezing them.
Honk honk. She is too beautiful, and hot, and sexy. She is perfect. Someone, please, tell me what you two are doing here. Why are more girls coming in here?
At this rate, it'll look like I'm the one in the wrong bath. Actually, it already does.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. Actually, hold up. Why did Kozuka bring her swimsuit to a sleepover? Why did any of them? If it makes you feel any better, we can really only see from the shoulders up.
先輩方ほどスタイルはよくありませんので。
You know, nobody is as curvaceous as Kazumi, apparently.
True. No, that's not what I was staring at.
The truth is, her curves, or lack thereof, don't especially stand out due to the amount of frills her swimsuit has.
Allegedly. But despite her figure, there's still something strangely sexy about the way it shows off her belly. Huh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
もしかして二宮君、ゆいぽんみたいな膨らみかけスタイルがドンピシャ？
I welcome all types. I wouldn't put it that way!
そうなんですか？このくらいの大きさがお好みでしたの？
That's not a question I can answer in this situation. Did they rehearse this interrogation beforehand?
At the very least, Yamabuki would never have allowed this to happen if she'd known about it.
And
And that's her cue.
でも先輩たちずるいですよ。
Oh, I'm surprised.
二人だけで抜け駆けなんて。
false start, 5-error penalty.
そうですわ。密かにタイミングを見計らっていましたのに。私じゃないもん。最初に来てたのは小清水さんだからね。
Of course she did.
私は二宮さんのお背中を流そうと思いまして。
Perfectly innocent. Can we step back here for a second? I still have no idea why any of you are here.
Moreover, even though all their private bits are covered thanks to their swimsuits, I'm still in my birthday suit here.
Happy birthday to me.
Pin the tail on the seahorse.
No, do not pin the tail on the seahorse.
One misstep and it's all over for me.
Well, since it's come to this, I'll be completely honest. I don't mean this in a weird way, but the person whose swimsuit I have the hardest time looking at is Shiori's.
なんで？あ、こいつ先輩たちよりおっぱいちっちゃいなーとか思ってたら怒るよ。
I didn't say anything.
Look, you're standing next to Yui. You're fine.
Calm down. That's not what I was gonna say. Rather, it just kinda hit me. See, I've been to the pool with Yasumasa before, but never with you, Shiori. I've known you the longest out of everyone here, but I don't think I've ever seen you in a swimsuit.
In fact, the last time I saw her in a bathing suit was probably swimming class in elementary school.
And that doesn't count. That's why seeing you wearing something so revealing all of a sudden kinda stirs up a few feelings. It makes you seem a lot more feminine, and in turn, well, makes it feel weird to stare at you.
ああ。子供の頃よりおっぱい大きくなってて興奮した？
That's one interpretation. I was trying to be vague on purpose. But she's not wrong. They're way bigger than I remember.
そういうことなら見なくていいよ。
Squish.
Uh,
Yeah. Nice read there.
Thank you.
Not caring one bit for the fact that she's wearing a bikini, she smiles suggestively and latches onto me. Here comes the boner.
I was about to say it wasn't already there. Oh god. They're warm and soft, and her skin is so smooth. Oh, what are girls' bodies made of?
見なくていいから私の成長を感じてくれればいいのです。
No, I can't.
うーん。
Why did she have to do this?
やっぱりしおりちゃんたちくらいの大きさが好きなんじゃないの？
I mean, but I think you're kind of middle of the running in this situation, so that's
Yeah,
good.
I was about to say, like, she's definitely not the top.
No, she's in the middle. She's in the middle of them because I think it's Yamabuki and Koshimizu
Yeah.
are on the
Yeah.
top, and then the other two on the
Yep.
bottom. Which sounds weird out of context.
エッチな顔してるし。
I mean, that would explain this hazy atmosphere. No,
I can't get up, otherwise they'll see my dick standing full mast.
I can't get up, because otherwise they'll see that I've already gotten up. How would I even explain that to them? Oh, God, I don't even want to imagine.
あなたたち何してるの？ここ男子風呂よ。
And yet, you are also in a swimsuit. Yamabuki?
There's no chance that she'd allow this flagrant violation of public morals to continue any further.
Unless she was
Right?
participating. I'm probably due for a scolding, but at least now I'm saved.
パジャマパーティーは？私一人でみんなが来るの待ってたのよ。
Aw.
ごめんなさい。
Now just take them all out of here with you?
まったく、だいたい女子が揃って男子風呂に押しかけるってどういう状況よ。そういう時は監督役で私を呼ばなきゃダメでしょ。さすが山吹さんです。
Why didn't the swimsuit tip me off? Damn it.
Even the incorrigible paragon of virtue had fallen at last. I feel like she was never that.
No, but she was trying to keep up the illusion. Who's going to get things under control now?
というか本当に何してたわけ？場合によってはさすがに見逃せないけど。ぶっちゃけ二宮くんが巨乳派なのかスレンダー派なのか確かめてたところよ。
You could have said
Gladys.
that is a new one, okay.
詳しく聞きましょうか。
Why are you letting them off the hook?
私たちにとっては大切なことよ。
I wonder if she realizes that I'm the only one naked here.
Oh. And speaking of which, Shiori isn't the only one I'm having trouble looking at.
My eyes are naturally drawn towards Yamabuki's boobs, which rival even Koshimizu's in terms of size.
Huh.
でもルッキーも来たしちょうどいいじゃない。二宮くんに聞かせてもらいましょ。
Answer to what?
確かに内面についてはお互いに知っていく必要がある。それはわかるよ。でもルックス的な好みってやっぱりあるでしょ。
I will always remember liar liar for that.
Mm-hmm.
That line. But my teacher says that what real beauty's on the inside. That's just something ugly people say.
それこそショートカットが好き、ロングが好き、おっぱいが大きい方がいい、お尻がむっちりしてた方がいいとか。
Yes.
Can I answer yes?
確かに二宮さんの理想の女性って聞いたことがありませんね。
Long black hair. Wait, no, we're not Oro anymore.
Nope.
私も聞かせてほしいです。
Finally, the penny drops. They've all assembled here to expose my sexual preferences.
And maybe me.
But the sad thing is, that doesn't even embarrass me anymore.
Of course not. I'm ass naked right now. Just so we're clear, you're not going to let me out of this bath until I answer, right?
そういうこと。
I'm gonna get pruny.
They just want to know what type of girl I like. It's a simple question, and it's not like my answer equates to accepting or rejecting their confession.
Alright,
二宮さん、私、胸の間に何でも挟めますよ。
Yes, we know.
あ、ミルク飲みますか？
Wait, you brought that in the bath? Do you always keep a carton of milk stashed away in there?
今回は冗談です。
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past her, though.
挟むくらい私だってできるし、自慢にもならないわね。だいたい二宮くんに媚び売ってどうするのよ。あくまで二宮くんのタイプを答えてもらうためだって言ってたでしょ。
Ooh.
二宮先輩、私だって。
Kozuka, you don't have to join them.
お尻でしたら挟めますわ。
Well, alright. What?
These girls are getting way too excited. The bath must be making them dizzy or something. That's what I'd like to believe is responsible for this, at least.
Oh, I just now noticed that Yamabuki is in a one piece. That was not very clear earlier.
ごめん二宮君、私すごいことに気づいちゃって。
Is it me? It's probably me. It's me.
Yep. She averts her eyes, blushing bright red as she takes a large step backward. She'd been the rowdiest of the bunch, so why the sudden change?
Because I'm the rowdiest of the bunch.
どうしたんですか？言っていいのこれ。
Well, we won't know if you don't. What's with that bashful reaction?
それ二宮君のタオルもこっとしてるのって。
No, I've had one. Come on, you didn't have to point that out.
だから言っていいのか聞いたじゃない。
You know what? She has a point.
True.
I mean, that being said, I've been hard as a rock ever since Shiori latched onto me herself.
はじめ、誰見てそんなになったの？
Oh, geez. Listen to me, Shiori. My friend, I can explain.
そっか。しおりだって。
I did not say that.
If anyone at school found out about this, the ban on romance would be reinstated before I could even have time to object.
Mm-hmm.
先輩のおじ。
Stop, Kosuka. I don't want anything to mar the pure image of you I have in my mind.
私、男の人の見るの初めてで、ドキドキします。本当に見るの？なんか雰囲気やばそうなんだけど。当然ですわ。これも社会勉強ですもの。
Ah, double entendre. I'm not showing you.
Left with no choice, I pressed both my hands against the towel to cover my dick.
Listen, Yamabuki.
まさか、私に抑えろとか言うんじゃ。
Not what I was gonna say. Do I look like the sort of guy who would say that?
そんな誘惑に、私は負けないんだから。
Why are you looking at it like that stick of Pocky? Oh, this is bad. If I'm stuck in this situation any longer, I'm seriously going to start getting horny.
It pains me to resort to this, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Alright, that's enough. You girls need to calm down. That is a loud shower.
I spray the girls with icy water from the shower head, catching them by surprise, and finally breaking their siege. Naturally, I waste no time and slip through their defenses to flee into the dressing room.
There's no better cure for hot-headedness than a cold shower.
Still, managing to effect my escape, I throw on my clothes, still sopping wet, and dash full speed back towards my room.
I bravely ran away. Aha!
Okay, wheel. It's gonna be Ayaka again?
You know, that would figure. The wheel is loading.
The wheel has chosen her twice, right?
Yeah, but one was your wheel and the other one was my wheel. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Yamabuki.
Okay.
This will be her first one. I don't feel tired at all.
Ooh, it's been almost a month since the girls confessed to me. While mulling over my answer to their confession, I was struck by a sudden urge to use the bathroom, and I quietly exited my room. After taking care of my business, I decided to make a cup of hot chocolate to calm my troubled thoughts when...
Yamabuki?
なんだ、二宮君か。
Who else would it be? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Well, I'm sure she knows that.
So what are you doing out here so late? Bathroom? There's nothing wrong with the one upstairs, is there?
ああ、うん。そうね。
She mumbles, strangely hesitant.
Worrying about something?
悩み事っていうか、さっきお風呂であんなことになったじゃない？
I knew you'd lecture me about it sooner or later.
なら聞くけど、そんなにお説教してほしいの？
Maybe.
Of
course not.
じゃあ、変な勘繰り入れるのやめなさい。
Since she doesn't seem genuinely upset, I suppose it's safe to say she wasn't planning on lecturing me.
Well, if that's not the case, I'll bite. Why were you thinking about the bath earlier?
お風呂というか女子会よね。
What about it?
今日は誰かさんがみんなを焚きつけて、私がゆっくりできるようにって気を使ってくれてたでしょ？
Oh, so you found out, huh?
昨日の夜ね、話してるのがたまたま聞こえちゃったのよ。
Darn.
I guess she was keeping quiet out of consideration for me, in the same way that I'd been.
だから、二宮くんが結城先輩のところに行った後、おかげで私、ほんと暇だったんだからね。
Sorry. My bad. I should have thought things through more carefully.
でも、今更になっちゃったけど、ありがとう。
Well, that's Yamabuki for you. Always mature.
でね、暇を潰すために、結城先輩たちをおもてなしする方法を考えたのよ。
You mean during the sleepover?
そう、恋バナとかしたら盛り上がるかなって。
But I am crush.
まあ、結局しないまま、小塚さんたちも寝ちゃったけどね。それで不完全燃焼だったっていうか、なんとなく部屋を出てぼんやりしてたのよ。
And that's when I bumped into you, huh? What kinds of stuff would you talk about during the crush talk, though?
それは主に私の。
Orange crush. Delicious.
Crush!
どうして二宮くんに
The
話さなきゃいけ
wrestler
ない
from
の
the
よ。
early 90s.
女子会よ。女子トークなのよ。
Touche. But, objectively speaking, the focus of their crush talk would most likely be me, so I'm curious to know exactly what they'd discuss.
Speculating the answers to the questions they didn't get in the bath.
For now, I'll wait for the right moment to press her further. Metaphorically.
That would be on her route.
だから
That's
ね、
literally.
本当は二宮くんがお風呂に入ってるあの時間、みんな準備ができたら私の部屋に集合って言っておいたのよ。
Now that she mentions it, I remember her saying something about a pajama party when she crashed in on my bath.
小清水さんが一緒にお風呂をとか言ってた時点で警戒はしてたんだけど、
Probably smart.
結局二宮くん覗きに来なかったでしょ。だからそこで油断しちゃったのよね。まさか逆にみんなして男子風呂に突撃するとは思ってもみなかったわ。
I only really imagined that one of them would.
Maybe two. I thought maybe Koshimitsu
Maybe
and Shiori.
Yeah,
Those would be the two. Everybody else I didn't think was going to have the nerve. Yeah, no kidding. I hadn't been expecting to be ambushed either. Or for you to be a part of it, Yamabuki.
それは。
You don't have to fight it.
気にしたら負けよ。
I was scared that you were going to give me a lecture just now. But thinking about it logically, you're the ones who were peeping on me. I'm the one who should be getting an apology from you girls.
そう言われるとその通りとしか。
I know I am.
Although it was a bit of an embarrassing memory, I'm not seriously looking for reparations. I did get to see everyone in their swimsuits after all.
そうね。散々口うるさく言ってきた私が自らルールを破ったんだから。いいわ。詫びろと言うなら詫びるし、誠意を示せと言うならどんな罰でも受けるわ。
No, that's not really what I...
ダメよ。 特に私は寮長なんだから甘えは許されないわ。
Should have seen that coming.
I'd forgotten that these sort of jokes generally fly over Yamabuki's head.
But her reflexes are too fast.
だから勝手なお願いで申し訳ないんだけど、二宮君の望みを言って。私このまま変に後ろめたさを感じてるのは辛いというか。
I have to?
うん。
I'm the one who brought it up in the first place, so I can't just pretend I didn't say anything. Still, I only meant it as a joke. I wouldn't want to make her do anything she'd be uncomfortable with. Also, the look on her face right now is extremely reminiscent of the one Alba makes when I scold her.
Alright then, Yamabuki. I want you to close your eyes.
She bites her lip and turns her head towards me.
I'm guessing her father's a pretty scary person.
Maybe she's even used to physical punishment in her household. If that's true, it's no wonder she grew up into such an honest, straightforward, and upright individual.
And repressed. Yamabuki. Oh. Well, now you tell me.
I call her name as gently as I can, placing my hand on her softly on her head.
Yamabuki. There. That. Thank you, game. I thought it was a bit.
Every VN.
I thought it was a bit. I thought he was going to be leading her on to thinking that he was going to scold her, but instead he was just like, just kidding, pat pat or something. But no.
Who's a good girl?
Yosh, yosh. Everyone has times when they have a little too much fun and go overboard. But it looks to me like you've already reflected on what you've done and shown the appropriate remorse. So really, I don't need any sort of apology. If anything, the fact that you're willing to already speaks volumes of your character.
I flash her a tiny smile as she looks up at me, and give her head a few light pats.
Okay, so that part was right.
ありがとう。
At any rate, though, even if her expression might resemble Alba's, she isn't my little sister, so it'd be rude to continue treating her like this.
I don't know, she seems to like it.
二宮君、
Yeah?
うちのお父さん、すごく厳しい人でね。それもあって、男の人に頭を撫でられることってほとんどなかったの。
Mm-hmm.
だから
I'm just imagining it.
なんていうか。
Daddy, did I do good? That's a job done.
You were perfectly adequate.
この感触が心地いいっていうか、もう少しだけダメ？
I knew it.
I never thought she of all people would make a request like that, but it's honestly not a bad thing.
Nope. I'm letting this one ride out.
Ride it. I definitely should have stopped this sooner.
Hell no. It doesn't look like she hates it, but I'm not sure how long I can keep this up. Pat, 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 pat. Too much?
Her cheeks turn bright red as soon as our eyes meet, and she quickly looks away.
It looks like she's pretty embarrassed too, so this might be a good time to stop.
I wonder what it'd be like if you only patted her on the head once. It'd be like,
Pat.
Pat.
That's what happens if the QTE prompt immediately pops up and you're just like, I'ma smash that button.
Yep.
Just one pat.
She's acting so flustered that I'm starting to get embarrassed just watching her.
Yamabuki? If you don't need anything else, you should probably head back to bed soon. We've all got a long day. You'd best get some sleep or you'll regret it tomorrow.
そうね。そろそろ寝ましょうか。 それじゃあ二宮くん、おやすみなさい。
Ooh, she switched fast. Yeah, good night. Thud. Did she run into the wall? She might have. You okay?
大丈夫だから。来なくていいから。
She just like runs into her door.
Good night, wham.
She apparently tripped over something. It is fairly dark in her defense. But just in case, I make sure she's alright before seeing her off and heading back to my room.
I liked that. That was cute. Daytime. Evening time. Didn't go all the way. Auto-saved. Has that always been popping up like that and I just haven't noticed until now? New day.
Huh.
I hope everyone's pumped for the Halloween party tomorrow. Ooh, we're almost there. Also, one last thing. After all the hard work we've done prepping for this event, I want everyone to have as much fun as they can, but make sure nobody gets hurt. Alright, that's all for today. You're dismissed.
お疲れ様でした。
The end of her Halloween party committee meeting also signals the end of today's student council meeting. Every year on the last Saturday of October, Kensei-kan and Miss Sakihama Academy come together to hold their annual Halloween party. Akin to a school festival of sorts, from an outsider's perspective. However, one big difference between this and a school festival is that all classes will be creating their own original Halloween sweets to put on display.
Sweet. Yes.
Afterwards, the students sample the sweets from each class and vote on their favorites in the end. An intramural sweets festival that bridges the gap between our schools, so to speak. And incidentally, the highest voted creation gets to be sold at the local sweet shop as a limited time product for 1 year.
Oh, that's actually a cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, this will be the last event for you guys at the Misakihama Student Council. It feels like it was just yesterday when you all were elected.
ええ、そう思うとなかなか感慨深いものがありますわね。先輩とお仕事をご一緒した約半年、とても充実していました。確かに生徒会でまでお兄と顔合わせるのはお腹いっぱいだったけど、
Oh no.
楽しかったし、引退ってなるとなんか寂しいよね。
The student council elections at Kensei-kan take place every year at the start of June, whereas the Misakihama elections take place in December. I feel like they already told us that.
Yeah, I think they did.
Which is why the Halloween party will be Kozuka and Alba's last big event before they retire.
Tell the other Misakihama Student Council members who couldn't make it to have a good time tomorrow too, would you?
承知いたしました。最後くらい皆さんには生徒会の仕事を忘れて思い出を作っていただこうと思います。
Why everyone instead of us? You're a member of the Misakihama Student Council too, aren't you?
ですが、私には会長としての責務が。
If you keep being obstinate, I'm going to have to use my representative authority to kick you off the job, Kozuka.
This is the one thing I can't let slide. I know full well how much pride she takes in her work as the Misakihama Student Council president.
I'm planning to have a blast at the party too, you know. As long as it's good, clean fun, no one's going to blame you for enjoying yourself. After all, the slogan for this year's Halloween party isn't trick or treat, it's trick or smile. That's terrible.
Boo!
それ
That's
さ、
actually terrible.
言いたいことはわかるんだけど、もうちょっとなんとかなんなかったの？
For once, I agree with her. Duly noted. Now shut up.
Rumble, rumble, rumble?
It's a royal rumble.
私は好きだから。
Thank you?
Yamabuki, who had been busy organizing some documents, suddenly comes dashing over.
好きって言っても二宮君のことじゃなくてスローガンだからね。
No, I'm pretty sure you meant the first thing. Yeah, I could tell. Don't ask. She'll just turn bright red and deny it even further.
だからそうじゃなくて。
Too late. What are you trying to say?
Something seems to be on the tip of her tongue, but she's doing an awfully terrible job at communicating it. Yamabuki's true feelings
Ow.
are usually as clear as day, despite how vehemently she denies them.
今のはその本当はね、スローガンじゃなくて。
Oh, she said it.
Huh.
Wow.
もう私のバカ。どうして素直になれないのよ。
I'm giving her a point for that.
Makes sense to me. Give her one of mine, too.
Nice.
Ultimately, however, she runs from the room, blushing red from head to toe, without saying another word.
副会長どうしたの？
I'm sure she's just embarrassed.
This is just a guess, but she probably wanted to say her feelings for me were genuine.
But I've got to get my act together too.
After all, there are still things that need to be done for the Halloween party's grand finale event. The lavish dance party in the cafeteria.
Oh, they all do the Thriller dance.
And if I'm going to choose one of the girls to go out with, that would undoubtedly be the best time to do so. Cough, cough.
でもユイ、ここはお兄の言う通りバカにならなきゃ損だって。明日はバカになって一緒にはしゃごう。毎日楽しそうなあなたと違って私はそう簡単にはおバカになれませんのよ。
Are you sure you can't just go back into our room? You were cutting loose pretty well in there.
ユイは頑固だな。
She still seems unwilling to yield, however.
Listen, Aoba, I know you're only saying what you think is right, but try to understand, Kozuka isn't you. So don't push her too much, alright?
それはそうだけど。でもユイだってお兄と思い出作りたいでしょ。それはまあきっとしおり姉たちもお兄のこと誘ってくるだろうしな。
That is true.
みんなでいろんなクラスのお菓子食べて楽しいんだろうな。なのにユイだけイチャイチャしないの？そんなのしたいに決まってますわ。ぶっ飛ばしますわよ。
Ooh. Kozuka snapped?
ごめん、分かったから。
I imagine she's literally throttling her like Bart Simpson.
You know what? From that read, that might be right. She's just violently shaking her, but probably from her shoulders and not her neck. Well, never mind.
She grabbed Alba by the scruff of her neck, throttling her wildly.
Okay, I was wrong. You were right.
Now I'm just imagining her, like being lifted up like a kitten. So those are Kozuka's true colors. It's scary what she hides behind her mask as student president.
ですが私にとって二宮先輩は憧れのお方なんです。恋のお相手としてはもちろんですが。
Wow, they're just going full bore this time.
先輩は誰も成し得なかったこと、私ですら半信半疑だったことを本当に実現してしまいました。
You mean how I lifted the ban on romance?
はい。なので今はまだ憧れですが、いずれは追いつき追い越したい目標でもありますの。もし私を恋人として選んでいただけるのならなおのこと。
Right.
Similar to what happened with Yamabuki earlier, hearing Kozuka tell me her feelings This explicitly makes me happy, but moreover,
Instead of feeling embarrassed, I feel like I need to give her an answer as soon as I can.
ever since their confessions, the girls must have been extremely expectant and worried about what I would say.
なので先輩と過ごしたい気持ちはもちろんありますが、生徒会長として最後の務めだからこそその役目を全うする、それが今の私に必要なことだと思いましたの。
She smiles with her usual characteristic determination.
Still,
I told Alba not to pressure her into going, but is she really going to be okay with this? Romantic feelings aside, I'm honestly flattered to know I'm someone's role model. But as a fellow student council president myself, I can only dream this Halloween party a success if everyone joins in and enjoys it to the fullest, Kozuka included.
that said, I doubt she'd be enjoying herself if she knew I was fussing over her.
I'll have to give this some thought. Thankfully, the day is the day before the party, so the others should still be hanging around on campus somewhere.
IxSHE Tell.
Is this where the cross views happen? Nope. So yeah, I want Kozuka to have fun at the party too.
そういうことならもちろん
That's,
私も協力するよ。
No, the line read should be. So, I want Kozuka to enjoy this too, because they're on the opposite end of the table.
That would be really funny.
It like, I imagine if it's like a movie, it's like a Batman 89,
Oh yeah.
where it goes from like 1 to 1 to 1, and then you zoom out and it's just a giant table.
Yep.
私にできることでしたら何でも言ってください。
Whenever I need advice, Shiori is always the first person I turn to. By sheer luck, she'd also been chatting with Kushimusu at the same time, so the three of us had decided to put our minds together.
We are now a hive mind.
ですが相談を持ちかけたのが花森さんだったのはちょっと悔しいところですね。
She's constant contact childhood friend. Your absentee childhood friend. Sorry, she gets priority. Well, you know, I've always gone to Shiori for advice ever since we were kids. Yes, advice.
That's my good friends. Advice 1 and advice 2. I guess it'd be like opinion 1 and second opinion. Shiori casually nestles herself against my arm while flaunting a smug expression. This also means that I'm assaulted by the sudden, soft sensation of her breasts over the fabric of my blazer.
Just ignore them.
ねえ、やっぱり私にすればいいんじゃない？
Well, you'll know my answer soon enough.
近いうちって？
Coercion. Oh, damn it. I can't ignore them. Okay, back up. Your boobs are touching me. Why are you mad? Oh.
The more I try to pull away, the tighter her grip on my arm becomes.
初めは嫌？なら離れるけど。
Come on, you can't ask me that. That's not fair.
Shiori's acting all touchy-feely with me, and that isn't anything new. Rather, I'm the one who's starting to get nervous around her.
二宮さん、
Sorry. We were in the middle of our conversation, weren't we?
大丈夫です。私はちゃんと分かってますから。
She's gonna grab our other arm, isn't she? Understand what?
抱きつかれるより抱きつきたいんですよね。
Oh. No, it's not.
ほーら、花森さんよりもふかふかですよ。
She squeezes her breasts in between my arms, then shakes them in my direction.
Oh no, she has stronger opinions.
はじめ、正当防衛って証明してくれる？
What exactly are you planning to do to her?
らほら、二宮さん、どうぞ。
I told you I'm not gonna do that. Why is everyone making me out to be some kind of boob fetishist? I mean, it's not wrong, but still.
なるほどね。私も今年で最後やから、二宮くんの言ってることはよくわかるよ。そういうことなら、うちのモカちゃんが相談に乗っちゃう。お姉ちゃんじゃないの？
While I tried to placate both Shiori and Koshimizu, Yuki-senpai and Moka-chan came strolling into the cafeteria looking for something to drink after having gorged themselves on sweets. Apparently, some members of her fan club gifted her a large assortment of sweets to sample. To sample, not to die on.
I mean, you were just so caught up on the sweets.
But the quantity was too much for her to eat herself, so she enlisted the help of her sister in order to finish them off.
It sounds to me like she does want to have fun. But if she found out that I was worrying about her, it'd only make her more stubborn about participating.
多分というか絶対なると思います。
It's reassuring to be able to hear that from someone like Moka-chan, who knows Kozuka very well.
でも先輩、どうしてユイのためにそこまでするんですか？
Why?
あ、別に変な意味じゃなくて、もしユイじゃなくてもこんな風に真剣になるのかなってちょっとした興味です。
On the one hand, Yuki-senpai is Moka-chan's big sister. On the other, Yui is one of her best friends. She must be feeling a little conflicted as to who she should be rooting for.
Ooh, yeah, that would be kind of a weird position.
Mm-hmm.
もしかして私たちに気を使ってる？一応そうなるのかな。いい子すぎて娘にしたい。
Moka shrieks, unable to contain her astonishment at being suddenly hugged by Shiori.
She does that. I know exactly how you feel, Shiori.
先輩まで何言ってるんですか？ダメダメ。モカちゃんはうちの子だからあげないもんね。お姉ちゃんまで。みんな見てるんだから抱きつかないでよ。
It's not that kind of game. Moka-chan is such a soothing presence.
Speaking of soothing, Koshimizu is somewhat similar in that regard.
あ、なるほど。二宮さんも私のここでふかふかしたいんですね。
Yes, I mean no.
I'm sorry, but no, yes. I can't deny that it'd be nice, though.
というか抜け駆け禁止。
That's kind of the whole game.
As a matter of fact, that's literally her entire arc.
Yeah, that's her strategy.
Although I'm not really one to talk, at this rate, this conversation's gonna get derailed again.
I didn't even know this conversation was on rails to begin with. Anyway, to answer Moka-chan's question from before, if one of my fellow students wants to enjoy themselves, I'd help them think of a way to do it, whether that person is Kozuka or anyone else. That's the long and the short of it. Satisfied?
はい。なんというか、先輩らしくて安心しました。
I'm curious as to exactly what she meant by that, but either way, it's clear that she intended it as a compliment.
でもユイポンが自分の口で楽しみたいって言ったなら、二宮くんが誘えばコロッといきそうだけど。
I'm not sure it's that simple.
行くでしょ。大好きな人に誘われて嬉しくないわけないじゃない。
Nah, but this is the big decision.
私だったら迷わずついてくし。
Shiori and the others nod vigorously in agreement.
だからほら、
Huh?
明日一緒に回る人決まってないのよね。ああ、誰か誘ってくれないかな。
She tosses her hair back, shooting a purposeful glance in my direction. I don't get it.
Right. That said, I doubt I'll have much in the way of free time tomorrow. But if I do end up with some downtime, I was planning to get in touch with Well,
Actually, I haven't even decided who I want to ask out yet.
but we have. But it's a surprise.
というか二宮くん、分かってはいたけど、そんなに忙しいの？
Well, I have to.
Well, I have. Oh,
Excuse me? That is me. We didn't coordinate well enough.
Unlike the student council and planning committees.
I'm tempted to just leave it at that. Well, I have to coordinate both the student council and planning committee.
This is all just going on in his head, and like the girls are just watching him have a mental freak out.
Are you okay? Or do you need a doctor or something? I'm just having a two-faced moment. It's fine. I'll mostly be in the student council room, save for a few urgent errands I might have to run. Oh, and there's also that special appearance I'm supposed to make for our first annual Mr. Halloween contest. Huh.
ゲストって二宮くんになったの？
Are you really surprised?
No.
Yeah, they kinda roped me into doing it.
He roped me into this. The Girls Miss Kensekan contest is always hosted during the school's annual Christmas party. Given that the girls had this contest, it was decided the boys would get their own version this year, the Mr. Halloween contest.
They call me Mr. Halloween. Why is that so surprising, though?
だって私、ミス検正官ってことで、ゲストの男子のパートナー役頼まれたんだけど、
Oh no, I ruined the surprise.
Makes sense.
その時はまだ決まってないって言われたから、断っちゃった。
Oh!
Ooh, yikes.
あら、それはお気の毒に。
I don't believe you.
あんた絶対ざまあみろとか思ってんでしょ。被害妄想ですよ。多分
Wow.
どっちよ。もうお姉ちゃん、すぐ喧嘩腰にならないの？失礼しました。
Moka-chan so mature and responsible.
But not a choice. But that gives me an idea. If they're still looking for someone to be my stage partner for tomorrow, then maybe Kozuka would work. Ah! Question, Yuki-senpai. If you turned down their offer, the next person they would have asked would be the Miss Kenseikon runner-up, right?
それは聞いてないけど。
Do you remember who the runner-up was last year?
全く。
Not important enough to care.
だって下なんて見てもしょうがないじゃない？
Wow. Okay. I called that one. Damn.
Incidentally, this proves we could have snuck around her the entire time if we were just like combat crawling the entire time, because apparently she never looks down.
I never look down. Tying shoes is very difficult for me.
This is why I only wear sandals.
I mean,
私は常に上を。パーフェクトな可愛さを目指す女なんだから。
unlike dogs. Points if anybody gets that reference.
Mhm.
That's just the kind of answer I'd expect from you, senpai.
But if she doesn't remember,
確か3年の人だったからもう卒業してるよ。
That's convenient. Also, I need to give Ayaka points for that.
me too. I have to. That's really good.
Really sticking to that character. So, someone else then.
Looks like I'll have to take this one up with the planning committee themselves.
ちょっと聞いてる？ちゃんと聞いてますよ。パーフェクトな可愛さを目指すんですよね。
Wow.
I'll be honest, Kasumi and Ayaka are the catty rivalry I didn't know that I wanted in
I love
this
it.
game.
It's so great.
I wish they had always been like this.
I swear, I feel like Kasumi is such a great foil for the personality quirks of so many of the other girls. Like, she knows how to rile up Shiori. She knows how to get under Ayaka's skin. She knows how to tease Yamabuki. It's great.
あなたに言われるとバカにされてる気がしてならない。
Shit, that was close. Koshimizu took the words right out of my mouth.
でもどうして急にパートナーのこと？さっきは乗り気じゃないって言ってたのに。
Right, I didn't. But if my stage partner for tomorrow hasn't been decided yet, I was thinking of nominating Kozuka.
She'd also be fulfilling her duties as a member of the student council while also getting to experience something memorable.
It's a good idea.
That way, she and I can be on equal terms and she won't have to worry.
This is going to be our first ever Mr. Halloween contest, after all. We ought to add a bit of flair to the proceedings. Having a girl be a part of the contest, even just as a guest, would make for a pretty memorable event, don't you think?
先輩それいい。ありですよ。絶対やりましょ
Huh?
う。それで私何すればいいんですか？
Wait, slow down. This is just a suggestion. Nothing's decided yet.
I never imagined the mild-mannered Moka-chan, of all people, would be the most gung-ho about my plan.
モカちゃんがここまでやる気なのも珍しいし、なんかもう一回立候補できる雰囲気じゃなさそうね。
Sorry. Well, there's still the problem of whether or not my stage partner has already been decided.
Indifferent to her big sister's misfortunes, however, Moka-chan begins to rack her brain over what costume to make Kozuka wear to the Halloween party. Honestly, though, doing this makes it feel a lot more worthwhile. Otherwise, I was just going to be participating grudgingly. Accordingly, I decided to have Moka lure Kozuka to the courtyard venue tomorrow just before the contest. If my stage partner has already been decided by then, I'll just have to trust in Yuki-senpai's judgment and invite her to the Halloween party directly. Now that our plan's been decided, the group parts ways. I quickly pull out my phone to give the planning committee a call.
IxSHE Tell.
All right. I know we are right at the finish line in terms of the common route. Well, more or less. But I think... Oh man, I really wish we could have done this during October. But I think this is where we're going to call this episode. I know, the suspense. It's killing us.
Yep.
Because the great reveal is going to be happening next time.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. We debated and deliberated about this for quite some time, but funny enough, we both came to the same conclusion, the same order of routes and everything.
Yep. Individually, separately.
Yeah. This, though, was quite the stimulating episode. Things were getting quite...
Especially for Hajime.
Yes. Things were getting quite steamy in the bath, and there were a lot more bathing suits than I had even anticipated, because they didn't even get mentioned in Yamabuki, and there was somebody else who didn't. I don't think... Yui was too busy rolling around on our bed, going into a scent-induced coma to actually figure out anything about the swimsuit, but she made it work. Although I was wondering when she brought the swimsuit. Anyway, I'm not going to poke holes in it, the swimsuit or the planning. Anyway, all right. Well, thank you all for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.